One nice thing about having the camera face me is I can fix my beard before we get started.
3D is weird, dude.
So some of my first super memorable experiences with video games was a console my brothers and I got for Christmas one year, an N64. The thing was, my parents got it as a combined gift for me and my brothers, but they wrapped a game up for each of us that we got while we were opening up all of our normal presents. But I was the one who unwrapped the Nintendo 64 game and said, "Wow, Santa got me a Nintendo 64 game. But we don't have a Nintendo 64. So we had some of the classics. We had NFL Blitz 2000, the best football game ever made, ever. We had Paper Mario, which very quickly became my favorite game from that time period. My first introduction into Star Fox 64, which was a fantastic game. Mario Party 2, because let's face it, Mario Party was a bit of a wash. And Banjo-Tooie was super influential in the way that I started to explore video games and feel comfortable doing so. I also got my first taste of the Zelda games. I didn't get very far in them because they terrified me, but I got into Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I kinda missed out on the GameCube generation. We skipped over to Xbox and didn't see Nintendo again until my brother won a Wii in a raffle. I had one big game on the Wii. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Reppin' the series, by the way. Loving Breath of the Wild. Twilight Princess got me back into the Legend of Zelda series, so I went back and played through Ocarina of Time and actually got a decent way through Majora's Mask as well. Then college happened, and I, again, was on my Xbox 360 and PC. But then last year, Nintendo found its way back in when Sarah and I made an impulsive purchase of a Wii U. And this was really when I started digging into Nintendo stuff. This was my first experience actually owning and regularly playing a Mario Kart game and actually swearing at blue shells. I also got to show off my mad Mario Party skills and usually irritate Sarah then when we just watch Netflix. And I started to get really nostalgic about the Mario Party games because I remember how much time I spent on them. And then a few weeks ago, Breath of the Wild happened and reminded me again that there were a lot of cool titles on the Wii U. We found Star Fox Zero, which is an amazing game in the Star Fox franchise. It made me giddy as when I first booted up Star Fox 64. It reminded me of the first time I beat Andross in Star Fox 64 and just that sheer joy when I finally complete things. And then of course there's Breath of the Wild itself, which is just so amazing that it really could have its own video. As much as I dug into other consoles, I was a big Xbox kid and now I'm a big PC kid, but Nintendo was there in my formative years. Was there for my first true gaming experiences where I actually sat down and played hours upon hours upon hours of a given game. That was Nintendo's games that started me doing that and really started one of my biggest hobbies. It's really cool to see these franchises still going, that I can share all that joy that I had back then with Sarah now. There's just a certain level of nostalgic joy in seeing the Wii U gamepad sitting next to the N64 controllers that I spent so many hours of time playing with. Basically, I'm a nostalgic 23-year-old and I like Nintendo games, and Breath of the Wild has been really awesome lately. That's about it. Actually, we have an inflatable outplaying too.
That's going in.
No. So like, comment, and subscribe if your life is also being taken over by Breath of the Wild right now, because that's what I'm gonna do after I stop filming, probably. Thanks, guys.